Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is for entertainment purpose only. This is the case of the Idaho quadruple murders that took place on the 13th of November 2022. May the 4 victims rest in peace. Condolence to the families. I wanted to show you all a picture that I was analyzing a bit, that I came across. I could be totally wrong, or I could be completely right. I want you all to pay attention to Saeed's hand. The hand that he's holding the mobile device in. Do you all see how badly injured his hand is? Let me show you closer. Let me zoom in. Now, my question to Moscow police is, have you all investigated the fraternity boys properly? Did you all check their hands? Did you all check their legs? Did you all check for any injuries? I remember that the Sigma fraternity was under a microscope. How deep did the microscope go? How deep did the investigations go? There's always a reason that I have personally been paying attention to the fraternity boys. I've heard some YouTube creators saying there's nothing to see in the Banfield video. They're just young boys having a good time, and they were stumbling home after a night of drinking, and the police stopped them. BS. I've never said the word BS, and I'm a very mindful and respectful person. But this is annoying me, because if people can't analyze things, I won't sit here and make contents about something that isn't involved in the case, like other people are doing, to be honest. People are just finding cases that have nothing to do with this case, while they should be focusing on the proper things that they're clearly missing. Now, if this is not a boom, I don't know what is a boom. Saeed, why is your hand like that? What did you run into, or who did you run into? Because I can clearly see cuts in your hand. I always told you to pay attention to the timelines from 2:52, when Kaylee and Maddie made their last call to Jack D. Unless Jack D made the calls to himself from the girls' phones, allegedly. Nobody's going under the radar when it comes to me. I've been researching, analyzing, studying this case most of my time. If I'm not at work, I'm sitting and watching what I watch. Because my instincts usually don't lead me wrong. The most thing that made sense over here was it was the fraternity boys and their party, the Sigma Chi boys. Let's not forget, Saeed is from Sigma Chi fraternity. So is Hunter Johnson. So is David's, the two Davids. So is Eaton. And many others. I don't know where these 3 young men were running to. They refused to stop when the police told them to stop. Pay attention to the guy, the tall guy with the check shirt. His clothes don't look like they even fit him. I wonder if he borrowed some clothes from BF or DM. More like BF. Or maybe one of the victims. That looks like a female shirt to me. Look at the one in the middle. Why does he have on one glove? Many people have argued with me and said, he doesn't have on a glove. Let me zoom it in. Now you can see, he has on a glove. Why would someone have one glove on? They don't even look like winter gloves. It looks like the gloves that you use to protect yourself against getting cut. Just look at the other three people. One has his hands crossed, the other one has his hands in his pocket, and the second one in the middle has his hands in his pocket too. You hardly see these three gentlemen putting their hands straight down. And the undercover police, I don't understand what kind of stop it was, don't seem to be paying attention to things that are important. Every kind of police, it's an internationally known thing. The first thing the police will do is tell you to put your hands where they can see it. That means put it out of your pocket. Just in case these boys are carrying weapons. The police always need to see where your hands are at. They always need to see. Second thing police do is check your pockets. Nothing happened here. Especially after the boys ran away from the police. They walked away from the police. But still the police did not find it important enough to do these thorough inspections with these boys. We don't know what they threw in the field. And at 2:52 and 16 seconds, you hear a female yelling, "Stop it! Stop! Stop it, stop!" From both the undercover cops is body cam. If the police doesn't want us analyzing these videos, they shouldn't have released it. How could they miss Saeed's hand? Now you tell me, what is about Saeed's hand and thumb? I showed you the thumb before, but never the hand, because this is the first time I got this picture from JLR. Like, share and subscribe to him. He's good in keeping up with cases. So you can see exactly what I see. Watch this. Where has Saeed been? Saeed was stopped right near Taylor Avenue coming into Banfield. If Saeed came from the girl's house, I believe these three gentlemen came from the girl's house too. These were people, somebody called the police on them to distract the police, or maybe somebody wanted Saeed arrested. I don't know. I'm here to get justice for these four victims. And to do that, I'm not cutting any corners. Whether you're Saeed, whether you're Davids, whether you're Adams, whether you're Jacks, whoever did it needs to be brought to justice. Justice needs to be served. This is really serious. We are not supposed to speculate, but this is evidence. This is not something I made up. This is not a picture that I just found randomly or tried to attach it with Saeed's body. This is Saeed's hand. You can clearly see it. Saeed is watching crime scene pictures. Pay attention to that. Who's this man with the mask? And look at his hand. Where was Saeed that night at the party? Did he have a fight with Eaton too? Eaton. Well, actually, I got a correction today in my comment channel. Somebody giving me this long lecture of how to pronounce Eaton, his name, or Eaton. and trying to tell me how to pronounce Chapin or Chapin. I've explained that to you all many times before. I'm here for the 4 victims. If I do not pronounce their names right, that's on me. But my people in my channel, my family, my channel, are extremely kind and understand that I can get the pronunciation wrong. But let me remind you, whoever is so busy trying to tell me what I should do on my own channel or how to pronounce someone's name on my channel, I find that a bit offensive. I find it disrespect, because you should be focusing on my content and not on my pronunciation. I got my degree, my master's. I became a mental health counselor. So if I needed any corrections, I think I've done that in university. I'm devoting my extra time, my time that I value. I have my family too, I have my work too, but I'm doing it in the name of these 4 victims. So if you think my pronunciation bothers you, then unsubscribe. Kindly. I don't mean to be rude. I try always to be very respectful. I try to listen to each and every comment, which are all kind, respectful, mindful. All your comments motivate me, but there always has to be somebody trying to act like an English teacher on my channel. I really do not have time for that. You should be more focused on Saeed's hand and not how I pronounce Eaton. So I want to know if Saeed was involved, because his hand seems to have been somewhere. And the police said that they checked, they investigated all of them thoroughly. Did the police investigate the Venmos that were sent around? Or was that coincidence? Is this whole case a bundle of coincidence? I believe there's a lot of truth even in the things that were debunked. From the beginning, if you'll notice, many people, many students from University of Idaho was clearly saying that the victims were gagged. Strangely enough, in this picture, it looks like someone's gagged. Who's this person with a mask? You can see Saeed's face there. At least you can see his nose and lips. You can see the can of beers he was carrying, the clothes he was wearing, and you can see his hand. Because I don't want to hear people saying that I made this up or I misunderstood. Eyes never deceive us. What you see is what you see. Your eyes are